Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are going to discuss an issue that you might have run into if you are using Business Central. And I'm talking specifically about the item description length. Now, the standard item description field in Business Central has a maximum length of 100 characters, meaning that if you are trying to include some more information there about the item for your customer, you're going to run into this limitation. So, how do we get past that? Well, let's take a look in Business Central together. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to our item list. And for the purpose of this demo, I have changed the description of one of the items so that it would allow us to demonstrate what we're trying to show. So if we open this item, you will see in the item card, we have our standard Athens desk that has been changed to with Lord of the Rings poem because it's a special edition that we are running for a limited amount of time. Now, obviously, you might wonder there's many poems in the Lord of the Rings, so which poem is it? It would be nice to include it in the description so that when the customer orders, it's sure that they are ordering the right one and they can also see what's going to be written on the disc. So if we were to paste it here, and we scroll all the way to the end, you will notice that we just reached the verse where it starts with 7:4 and then it gets truncated there. So that's not very nice. So obviously we want to prevent that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to remove the verse from here. We're just going to leave the generic description that we have for this item. And we're going to go up here to related instead. We're going to go into item and then extended text. If we click that, you'll see here I've already predefined one, but it's obviously possible to make multiple ones. I've just called this one here Lord of the Rings poem for obviously sake of the example. But if we open that, we'll notice that it's possible to define a language code. It could be possible to define different description for different languages. In this case, we have one that applies to all languages because the poem is in English, so it's just going to be that regardless of what country you're in. And then we're going to give it obviously a little description. It is possible also to define a starting date and an ending date for this description to be available. And that could be the case, for example, we've started carrying this special edition of the desk starting from March 20th, 2024. It was not available before that date. Here we have the main section where it's possible to define all the extended description. Each line has a 100-character limit, but it's not a problem because we can define as many lines as we want. So like in this case, it's a very good example. You can see each line has enough space and they will be all nicely presented on our order once we add it. The last thing that I would like to point out is this section right here, where it's possible to define on what documents this extended description is going to be available, meaning that we will still have to do something to add this description to the document. But if we don't select the document here, it will not be available for us to be added to that document. So in this case, I've selected the sales quote, and you can see here specifies whether the text will be available in the sales quote and the sales order. Same thing here. So now that we have defined that, let's go to a sales order and see how that looks. So if we go here in sales orders, we select an order that I've already created for our loyal customer. And once we are in the order, all we will have to do is to select the item. We can add the quantity if we want. And once we've done that, we'll go into line, functions, and we'll select the insert extended text. Now, once we do that, you will notice that our nice extended text has been added. So we have the full poem right here on our sales order. You will notice that it was possible for us to add it because today is the 21st of March, as it's reported here from the document date. Now, let's pretend, for example, let's delete this item for a second. Let's say yes. And let's pretend that this order was actually placed on the 19th. Okay. So we're going to come back here. We're going to select our desk. And we're going to go like we did before in line, functions, and add the extended text. Now you'll notice that nothing happens because, again, we've set that extended description is only available starting from the 20th, March 20th, 2024. Another thing that we specified is that we only want to make that description available on sales orders. So if we were to go on a sales invoice, we can pick this one that I've already created for us. Now let's make sure that the date is correct. There we go. All right. We have our desk here. The date is correct. We're going to try and add that description right here. Insert extended text. But as you notice, nothing happens. And that is, again, because we've defined on the extended text that it's only available for sales quotes and sales orders. So therefore, Business Central is not allowing us to add it in the case of the sales invoice. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video, that you found it helpful. If there's anything that you would like us to cover in more details, as always, let us know down in the comment. We are always happy to hear from you. And until then, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching this video from NAV SEAL. Check out more right here. NAV SEAL offer assistance and counsel on any existing solution. So if you're in need of assistance, don't hesitate to contact us on navseal.com or LinkedIn. Consider leaving a like and subscribe for more tips, news, and guides to anything Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.